nice work considering where they are.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Okafor out there with Barry. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Gasol. And for the Hawks, Hunter is out there with John Collins. Then there's Washington. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Harris in at the 2-guard spot. And finished off by Gasol.
Well, Iverson can dish it out just about as well as he can score it. I mean, instinctively finding the ready shooter there.
From deep Washington. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against Detroit. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Here's Okafor. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Barry the pass to Iverson. Goes up on the wing. And Pritchard pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the drive. They get it back.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Gasol trying to free himself up. Barry misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition, and really, who can survive the night?
Well, I like the idea. We know he can make that shot, but the defense wasn't having it. Not there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the strike.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's the teardrop. That's tipped. Washington kicks to Hunter. Back to Washington. He shoots again. In deep. Hunter drops it in. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Iverson. Got a piece of it. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And here's Harris from the arc. Another three for Atlanta. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Mavericks making a switch here. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Number 1, Joe Harris. Second is Trae Young.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Shot to stop the run. Iverson got a hand on it. And here is Washington. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Harris. Another three for Atlanta.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% on the season from the foul line.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Dallas making a switch here. Prince is checked in. One thing, Greg, you notice about Taurean Prince, he can play anywhere against anyone.
And he's a versatile player who gives you just a ton of effort. Drop Prince into any lineup, any scheme, and he's going to find a way to affect the game.
Now here's Iverson. He had 15 points last outing. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now here's Iverson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Harris passes to Pritchard. Collins a screen on Iverson. Pritchard gets the bucket.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Count that one. 8 points for Big Dog.
Now off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance bucket.
And the Mavericks call time here. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
So it's the Mavericks now. It's a 13-point game. Prince the screen. Driving in. 6 on the shot clock. No good again that time. Atlanta has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Okafor, high post. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Okafor's got his second bucket of the game to go. Joe Harris has been on display for the Hawks. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Barry. He's out there with Prince. And it's Nowitzki in at the center. Here's Nowitzki. He had 13 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Yep, that one goes in there.
A great shooter. For Nowitzki, the mid-range is easy money all day long.
Pass to Washington. Over Prince. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Well, Kyle Kuzma has always been a crazy confident person. He said, I've always had this incredible self-belief that no matter who I'm on the court with, I'm the best player. And that's gotten me to this level. That's gotten me to where I am. So my irrational confidence has always been a key thing for me. Kevin, back to you.
Really owns it, David. I like that. Thanks. Count it. Good. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post-play. So I do think the game has changed, and not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Washington. Bamba setting the pick for Washington. Collins finds Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Washington, that's good.
Well, he's a stretch four now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Allen Iverson is checked in for Dallas. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Murray with...
Yes, sir! Come on, bring it! Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And so here is Dallas after the made shot from John Collins. And it's good, 2 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Over to the left wing. The pass to Okafor. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. And the Mavericks making a change here. Prince is checked in. Now off the inbound. And Bamba pulls it down. Atlanta leading by 16. Murray left side, over Iverson, and again it's Atlanta.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now here's Iverson. Okafor with a screen on Murray. That one goes in.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Pritchard passes to Collins. Murray for 3. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch. building some momentum.
And the Mavericks call time here. A different look for Dallas. Gasol's checked in for Nowitzki, and Barry subbed in for Prince. Mavericks trail by 19. 1:19 left here in the second. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Murray kicks to Collins. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bamba against Gasol. Passes it to Barry. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And Gasol gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Kicks it to Bamba. Pass to Pritchard. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot by Collins, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Mavericks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, I love the heart Iverson plays with. Really special how he competes and never gives in. He's nicknamed the answer because he takes pride in proving doubters wrong.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch. Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And so it's Atlanta with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
So often rookies run out of steam, but not this group. They've had staying power, man. I mean, they're finishing strong.
Just like us on 2K Sports. right?
Staying power.
Yeah. And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Atlanta Hawks.
Watch out, y'all. We're in the splash zone. Better get those fans in the front row some ponchos, baby. 3 balls are raining down, Shaq, everywhere you look.
I'm glad I'm not sitting there. This is a new suit, Kenny.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Mavericks trail by 18. Washington out there with John Collins. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then there's Murray. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Iverson. No good on the quick three.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Mavericks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to Okafor. Good work there as it goes. Okafor's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. Here's Pritchard. He averages about 5 points a game, and it's Washington missing. Iverson outside. Gasol looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the three.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Pritchard. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Murray, the pass to Bamba. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bamba's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Iverson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hunter's checked in for Bamba. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. And it's Johnson in for P.J. Washington. Hands the 12-footer. He's got 8.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And that one's good. Hunter
having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's Barry. Hasn't made one yet. He gets that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Iverson outside. At the tip, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got 6 points.
Gasol doing a nice job fundamentally getting position and going right back up. He plays the game the way most coaches teach it.
Okongwu, the pass to Pritchard. Shoots. Again, the Hawks score.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Drills it from outside.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Mavericks trail by 21. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. And the shot goes in. He's got 12.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Johnson outside. Over Barry. Johnson can't get it to go.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And it's blocked.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pulls up. Here's Pritchard. Iverson covering. And the pass to Murray. Out to the right wing. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Beyond the arc, another three for Dallas.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dishes to Murray. Shoots the three. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
How impressive was that shot for Murray? I mean, you make one on us, I'll come right back at you is what he's saying.
Iverson outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Iverson. And the Mavericks making a change here. And both free throws good for Iverson. Murray with it. To the inside, Hunter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's 19 points for Big Dog. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Taurean Prince. Okafor out there with Nowitzki. And it's Winters in at the 2 spot. And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Nowitzki against Hunter. Nowitzki, no good. The Hawks leading by 21. Hawks passing it around. Here's Okongwu. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one and done, that you've somehow failed, and that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Picked by Okafor, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Winters the pass to Nowitzki. Count it.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfless.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Dallas calls timeout. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Passes to Okafor. Prince with the ball. Nowitzki with the screen on Johnson. Here's Prince. Buries it down low.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Pritchard passes to Johnson. Oh, good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 20. Right wing. Here's Winter. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Prince. There's the feed to Nowitzki. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Prince has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Hunter. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Prince with the defensive effort.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's blocked. Here's Johnson. Oh!
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Prince from the baseline. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The tray, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hunter's got 26.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
Well, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. On defense, Atlanta. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Lets it go. Here's Okafor, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Hunter finds Murray. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
We've got 1:55 left in the game. Here's Okafor. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Big Dog.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Now here's Murray. After the Marcus Holmes. Over Barry. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Gasol has all the moves. He's a tricky cover inside, and you never know which of his many moves he's going to pull out of the trick bag.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
El capo está en contra por ley